Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a program produced by the International Mentorship Program of the OWO EDU platform. Today, our knowledge and wealth channel will be interviewing Professor Dato' Chef Zam, Malaysia's celebrity chef. I'm Judy Lau, your anchor for the program. So today, we are delighted, to have our most handsome and attractive Chef Zam on stage. And today, what I'm going to talk about is something that I love to eat. First of all, is the pandan leaf cuisine. And of course, the lovely durian from Malaysia. So this is, Malaysian culture of eating. And in the past 2 weeks, I already have half a dozen of mooncakes, but not regular mooncakes. They are durian mooncakes and pandan leaf mooncakes. And these are good representation of fusion cuisine. Fusion of, our Chinese traditional culture, as well as, the Malaysian way of cooking. So today we are extremely delighted to have our most, handsome Chef Zam on stage. So let me introduce Chef Zam and let him, introduce himself. Zam, how are you?
Good, I'm good. 你好，你好。
你好，你好。中秋節快樂。Autumn Festival.
Hi, I'm Zamzani Abdul Wahab, fondly known as Chef Zam in Malaysia. I am very delighted to be joining you, Judy, on this program. And I think this is my first time doing a program with anybody from Hong Kong. But as a matter of fact, I have been to Hong Kong once, and I believe it was in 2008 to film my own TV show. And I was hosted by the Hong Kong Tourism Organization or Hong Kong Tourism Board or something like that. And I was very fortunate to be taken around by FEMA to markets and restaurants to try different dishes, Hong Kong dishes, halal Hong Kong dishes. It was
Wow.
it was wonderful.
Oh, you have excellent memory.
Yes.
Excellent memory. So you have not visited Hong Kong for a long time, because of the COVID and everything.
Yes. Yes. The first time and the last time was in 2008. I need to go there again.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, you would be very much welcome. From your CV, I actually, checked you on Wikipedia, and I found that your CV is very, very lengthy. And
Thank you. Yeah.
I think that you have traveled a long, long, long journey, to arrive at this apex of your career.
Correct. And I am no longer young.
But you are perhaps my younger brother.
Oh,
yeah, you are definitely my younger brother.
Well, I am 52 this year.
Oh, okay. I am 10 years your senior.
Really? You don't look like one.
Yes. So
you look way younger than that.
Oh, thank you. So back to your career.
Okay.
It seems that you have started your career, on the right footing. But what I would like to know is, when you were very, very young, perhaps, maybe 5 to 6 year old, did you realize that you have the talent for cooking?
No, when I was growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to be honest, because at that time there was no proper guidance. Even at school, there was no proper promotion of careers, so no proper guidance on the career pathway. So I was, well, like any other kids growing up during that time, I had no clue what I wanted to be when I grew up. it just happened just by accident, I think, and I'm lucky that way.
So at that time, you know, you were a naughty boy who loved eating, huh?
Yes, and I was very big. I was a fat boy. Have toot.
They do. Oh, so you know that's why in your career, you know,
Yeah.
I actually detected a program called, you know, Get Slim. Get Slim, you know, that program, huh? Yeah, so
Yes, that was so many years ago. But I ended up not joining the program because it was very taxing on the schedule, and I could not commit to that kind of scheduling at that time.
oh, indeed. So, but that was a turning point of your waistline, huh?
Yes, that's correct. I started losing weight about 14 years ago or so, 15 years ago. I did a gastric bypass surgery that helped me to lose weight.
Oh, I see. You know, I
Yeah.
actually watched, you know, quite a number of your YouTube videos.
Oh,
And,
you did?
I mean, you know, you are so slim and so attractive right now. I mean, we just could not imagine that you were a fat boy if they do.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, so
I weighed 136 kilos most of my lifetime, and I think I started gaining weight when I was 10 years old, and it continued until I was 34, 33, I think. Oh, yeah, but no, 37, I think. And you know, I tried all sorts of diets, all sorts of exercise regimes, but it did not work because I loved my food so much. I'm still loving my food right to this day, but because of that surgery, that it helped me not to um, eat as much as I used to be able to eat. I know I have no restrictions on what I put in my mouth. I just I eat anything and everything halal, of course. It has to be halal. I'm a Muslim, yeah. But other than that, no, I eat chocolate, ice cream, no qualms about it. It's just the
oh,
quantity. It's just the quantity has been drastically reduced as compared to before.
oh, I see. So actually, you know, because you are in Malaysia and you
Uh-huh.
grew up, you know, you grew up with a lot of mouth-watering Malaysian cuisine.
Ah, yes, because we are very multicultural. So we have majority, we have the Indians and the Chinese and the Malays as our major races. But of course, we have got the Portuguese, we have got the Chinese from China, which is has been becoming very popular nowadays. The halal Xinjiang cuisine, halal Chinese cuisine. The cuisine is very popular amongst even the Malays. Yeah, and of course, with the globalization and things like that, cross-cultural thing becomes very common, and we get food imported from all over the world. That is making Malaysia more culturally and also culturally diverse, and as well as on the food area.
Oh, okay. You know, just now you touch on a keyword, globalize. Okay? I
Uh-huh.
noticed that, you know, you have actually traveled globally, and you have actually performed your culinary art, not only in Malaysia, but, you know, also in Shanghai, in the Netherlands, in Turkey, and New York, and also London. So would you
Right.
label yourself, you know, being a fusion culinary expert or predominantly a Malaysian culinary artist?
Okay, as a Malaysian, it is our culture, especially in Malay. In Malay culture, we do not openly label ourselves as an expert in any area, usually because we are a little bit shy in that respect. You know, I would rather let somebody else label me as such, you know, as long as it is respectful and, of course, something great for me. Um, I have traveled to so many different parts of the world to promote Malaysian cuisine. But whenever I am in Malaysia, I'll do other cuisines as well. Because no point doing Malaysian cuisine in my own home country. You know what I mean? Where everybody is already familiar with the cuisine. But whenever I travel, either for on the invitation of a private company or at the government, government mission to promote Malaysian cuisine throughout the world, yeah, I will be doing purely Malaysian cuisine. But sometimes I will inject some elements from different cultures into the Malaysian cuisine, to the Malaysian food, to make it more interesting and to make it more diverse, so that the audience is not too bored of being served the same old thing year by year.
Oh, I see. So, while you travel the world, what are or what were the characteristics of Malay cuisine most loved by overseas people?
Well,
For
the love,
example, yeah, is it the spiciness or is it the herbs or whatever?
it is the complexity of the flavors of our Malay cuisine or Malaysian cuisine, especially because in our Malay cuisine, I believe we originated a lot from the Indonesian part of the world. You know, there are a lot of when I mean Malaysia is fairly a very new country compared to Indonesia, and a lot of us here came from Indonesia, especially the Malays. So, and also we have had history whereby the Indians were brought in by the British and things like that. And together with them, they brought in their the herbs, the spices, and as well as the Arabs.
Oh,
So I think I think what makes Malaysian cuisine attractive to people outside Malaysia is the complexity of the flavor of the taste profile of the cuisine itself, and
oh,
also
I see.
the richness. I know Chinese cuisine uses a lot of herbs, and I'm not sure about spices, but herbs as well. But the flavor is not as complex as ours. You know, our flavor, our taste profile is very rich in that sense because we're using a lot of coconut milk. We use grated coconut, we use spices, we use chili, we use a lot of onion, ginger. I know Chinese also uses a lot of ginger, but on top of ginger, we also add in galangal, which is another pungent root vegetable that we use a lot in our curries.
Yeah, exactly. In Hong Kong, actually, there are an increasing number of Malaysian restaurants.
Oh
Most of
yeah?
them,
Oh.
yeah, most of them, they are boutique restaurants, not huge.
Ah.
But then, a lot of those, what you call owner or chef, they actually prepare some, Malaysian dishes that are very sharp in color and
Yes.
also use a lot of very interesting herbs
Uh-huh.
and then they present the dessert, so this make the meal very complete. Start with a very tantalizing appetizer and then a
Right.
very rich main dish, and then
Uh-huh.
some really nice noodles, and then
Uh-huh.
complete the whole meal with mouth-watering dessert. So I
Yes.
mean, I love Malaysian dishes.
Have you ever been here, by the way?
I have been to KL. I think
KL.
30 years ago. 30
Oh
years
my.
ago.
Oh, you need
So
to come back. We have completely changed instead of the in terms of the landscape.
yes, indeed.
It's
That
totally
would
different right now.
that would definitely be my opportunity to get fat again. Yes. Yeah.
I would love to
So
go to Hong Kong. I would love to go back to Hong Kong. I want to go and try though. There's kind of pancake with lamb or chicken in it that they fry, and I think they put a lot of also spring onions in it. I think.
Yes, Peking duck.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Peking
Oh,
duck.
yeah. I
Yeah.
had that in Beijing.
You
I
know,
had the
actually, you know, we would jointly create an event. You know, that would be the fusion of your culinary art plus technology. How about that?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because
yes, yes.
because for me, you know, I'm actually a private banker and also an angel investor with strong passion in technology. So,
I
for
see.
example, you know, artificial intelligence, big data, and blockchain, and NFT, etc. You know, all these, you know, strange
wow.
terminology. Yeah. So I love those things, and you know that will bring us back, you know, to another topic of this interview. You know, talking about your culinary art plus technology. So first of all, you know, I would like to, you know, start from, you know, the not so deep end of the swimming pool. So the firstly, talk about social media. Okay. You know, I noticed that you have successfully attracted a huge crowd, you know, in YouTube, a huge following, right? So do you find, you know, social media to be helpful or useful in proliferating, you know, your art globally?
Yes. Go on. Go ahead. Finish your question. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love, you know, to listen to what you say about how, you know, social media help you, you know, develop your branding further overseas, and how it helps your business.
Yeah, last time when I was started in 2001 with my first TV show back then, there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, no TikTok. So I was only able to promote myself and whatever that I was doing, whatever my cuisine, only through the traditional newspaper and TV channels. You know, and I do not, yeah, and I did not get on TV every day like a newscaster. You know what I mean? Newscaster, the newscasters, they read news every day. I do not get to be on TV every day, 365 days a year. So my only avenue was the traditional newspaper, the printed newspaper, as well as the TV channels. But new with the emerging technology, with the technological advancement in the media, I am able to promote, number one, to promote myself on multiple platforms rather very easily, as well as to promote my cuisine, my business, and also to teach people. I am at a stage right now that not only do I need to promote myself further, but I also playing a very I would like to play a very significant role in educating the younger generation on how to cook your own food at home instead of just going out and not knowing what they put into your food by just eating out alone. You know what I mean? I would rather encourage people, especially because of the economy and everything is very, very expensive nowadays. I would rather if they or many more families are involved in making their own food at home.
Oh, okay. So actually,
so that's one of the avenues using the social media to help me promote what I'm trying to promote apart from myself.
Oh, you know that's really good because you know for the traditional TV programs, you know they have their own agenda definitely. Okay.
Correct.
But for social media, especially for you to do your own broadcasting, you could actually, you know, for example, you know, you could educate the audience. You could, you know, lead the younger generation. And you could, you know, spread your gospel about a healthy lifestyle and, you know, nutritional eating,
Right.
Actually helping the generation to become younger and healthier. Is that right?
Yes. And yes, correct. Like yourself, younger.
Okay.
But
So
most importantly, I think this younger generation needs to be educated with the food commodities. Most of them, they don't know. Let's say they go and tapao something from a shop, a restaurant. They don't know that the ingredients are being used in their own food. But I think it's very important that they know what goes inside their own food, and by recognizing ingredients. Because if we do not educate the younger generation, there's all this knowledge and skills and tradition will just die off eventually. It is very, very unfortunate if it happens.
oh, okay. In our mind, we believe that the Asian country are very good and fertile ground for green agriculture. Because
yeah.
for take Malaysia as an example, it is less polluted, and also the farming or agricultural management actually gear towards natural farming rather than massive chemical farming. So, do you think that this is actually an advantage of Malaysia in the future? For example, electronic commerce, you could promote this healthy living and the very green what you call the herbs and natural ingredients to us in Greater China, the healthy
Yes,
life and green living. Yeah.
But China, to me, China is such a great country. It's huge, and it has got a lot of potential. But because, don't mind me saying this, because everybody is too competitive over there, that they have to resort to using all sorts of things or materials or technology or maybe chemicals available to them so that they could grow things faster and yield as much quantity as possible. Whereas in Malaysia, we are, I think, maybe 10, 20 years behind China in technology, I think. That gives us more time to slowly develop and take things more relaxed as compared to China. But yeah, but here I think we need to do more to commercialize the green technology, the organic thing. It's gaining popularity here. Vegan thing and a so-called more healthy lifestyle is gaining momentum here, but not as fast as China. Having said that, I think honestly that we need to move a bit faster. But to supply things to China, yeah, why not? Of course.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. Definitely, we need to strike a balance between commercialization and what you call the green management. Because if we exploit the land too fast and too much, the land would become infertile. And also, the so-called the produce, like the herbs or the rice or the wheat, whatever, would become a little bit too artificial, because
it wouldn't,
yeah,
it wouldn't contain the natural goodness and benefits as it's supposed to be.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So going to another topic about technology, right now the newest topic is to develop your digital twin in metaverse. So that means there is a human being, Chef Zam, in front of me, but at the same time you would create your digital twin in metaverse. So maybe it's an imitation of you. It looks like you, But you know, but he, you know, the chef Sam, actually live, you know, in the virtual world.
Right.
In the virtual world. So would you imagine, you know, this thing would happen to you?
I don't know. Would people be interested to see me virtually?
That's right. Yes.
I hope I live long enough to see that happens.
Okay.
But again, I think it's a great thing happening right now in a lot of advanced countries. But personally, I think it lacks of a human touch.
Human touch. Yes. Especially in cooking and eating.
Yeah, and also the customer service, the personal relationship that you would have with your audience, with your customers. You know, everything is a bit too robotic, so to speak. That's what I think. But
That's right.
hey, who knows? Maybe 5 months or 1 year from now, they would be able to come up with something that's like 100% imitating the human being. We don't know. Maybe it's already happening somewhere in the world.
Indeed, yeah, that's right. For me, you know, I have never imagined having a digital twin of myself in the metaverse yet. and if yes, I would like to create a younger version of myself.
Of course, me too. And slimmer too.
Okay. So, you know, going to another topic is that, you know, right now you are already more or less at the apex of your career. So what would be your next step, you know, moving forward? Would you focus in Malaysia, or would you plan to have an Asian career?
I am in the conversation or discussion with some groups of really enthusiastic entrepreneurs now. We would like to explore into opening food kiosks in large shopping malls and taking it to the next level, where we would like to open like maybe 30, 40 outlets in Malaysia, and later on maybe move to Cambodia, move to Singapore, and Indonesia, and other Southeast Asian region, before maybe expanding it further using my brand. But it has to be very, very strong here first. I mean, stronger than now.
Do you mean that you would develop a Chef Sam franchise?
Yes.
That means, you know, you would teach, you know, the mentee, or maybe the franchisee, the recipe.
No, we will come up with food product suitable for the current lifestyle, very fast, easy, quick, go, you know, food on the go, and but at the same time maintaining the traditional and quality and also the taste profile. Because nowadays, right now, if you were to enjoy something traditional, for example, nasi dagang or something, you got to go to a restaurant and sit in a proper restaurant setting to enjoy that. What we're trying to do is to push the traditional food in a modern way.
Oh, I see.
That's what we're trying to do.
So, do you plan to pursue the electronic commerce way of growth?
Somebody has to do that for me. I don't know how.
Okay. So you would.
I have to have a team, a very tech-savvy team, which I do. I am talking to them also right now.
Okay, so that means, you know, you would still maintain yourself as a specialist in culinary art, and then you are going to team up with technologists to broaden the market. Is that right?
Correct. When you mention technology, I'm thinking of the technology in the kitchen, which now is crazy. I know a hotel owner who has got a huge kitchen, but maybe 2 or 3 staff only.
Really?
Yes, because everything is fully automated.
Fully automatic, that means a lot of robots. Robot
Yes.
chef.
Yes. Not robot as in with the hands and all, but the machines.
Machine. Oh, okay.
Machine.
Machine, robotic arms, and then machine. Huh?
No, not robotic arms, but machines that the highly advanced technology they use in the kitchen. For example, the combi oven. Nowadays, I'm sure you have seen the one in China, where they do the stir fry. Fried rice. They don't use people anymore. It's just stirring on its own. I've seen it on TikTok, on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
That would significantly reduce the inconsistency of the taste, of the quality of the food, and also it reduces the headache to get the highly competent people to work in the kitchen, and reduces the human resource problems.
Oh, I see. I gradually realized what you are talking about, because in the past 2 years, my husband actually bought a number of highly automatic devices, such as the pressure cooker, and also the steamer, and also actually, already 4 to 5 different gadgets he had bought, for our house.
Air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer, pressure cooker, and each device actually has more than 10 programs, more than 10, formulated programs, and all you need to do is just to press the button, and then, it starts cooking for 25 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on the dish you want to prepare.
Yes, it makes your life much easier. And this is what you're talking about for home usage, but imagine if you have, in a commercial setting, if you have a function for maybe a wedding of one, because here when we get married, especially the Malays, we would have 1,500 to 2,000 guests.
Okay, so that's why they need automation.
Yes, imagine if you need like maybe 10, 15 kitchen staff in the kitchen, and let's say on the particular day, 5 of them goes on MC.
Okay, all right.
And you will die. So using automated machines, using the technology, it will reduce the headache of manning the manpower, and at the same time, you will get the same quality food day in, day out, and at the same time, also you are able to expand your horizon business-wise to supply, because you're so technologically advanced, you're so efficient that you could start supplying food to other establishments. That way, you could expand your business portfolio.
Oh, I see. So, to summarize what we said just now, I give you a scenario for you to imagine. If you were invited to start a culinary school, or maybe a culinary institute in China, what would be the 3 key things you want to teach your Chinese student?
Of course, I would put in Malaysian cuisine. That's a must.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. That's the point number 1.
Apart from teaching the culinary skills, we would like to incorporate technology and also food photography into the syllabus.
And also the 3rd point, is it, the lifestyle way, the Malaysian green lifestyle?
No, the thing now is we do not sell food for food. We sell lifestyle. That's why if you go in Malaysia, for example, that we have so many shopping malls that is based on lifestyle. We've got so many restaurants, so many eateries, so many food outlets that are based on lifestyle. I mean, sometimes the food is not that great, but it must be Instagrammable.
Oh, indeed, yeah. So in that case, let me volunteer to become one of your task force member to turn this dream into reality.
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah, so on that positive note, we would basically more or less finish this interview.
Okay,
Do you have one or two key messages that you would like to deliver to our global audience?
Yeah, the way I would like to share with you the way I do business. Number one, the principles that I've been practicing since I realized how challenging businesses or how dirty the business world can be is number one, do it honestly, never take something that doesn't belong to you, compete healthily, and also at the same time do it with all your heart and soul. That way, maybe you might not be able to get as much as your competitors who will be going, all these sorts of ways to get things done, but you will be able to sleep well at night.
That means, to maintain your passion for the great way of cooking.
Right. Have principles.
That's right. Have principles. So, keep that passion and love, for that original way of cooking and the original way to enjoy your lifestyle. Is that right?
Correct. And at the same time, share the knowledge, your experience, and your skills with the rest, so that the knowledge, the experience, and the skill will keeps on rolling and keeps on being alive in your society, in your community, in the world.
Wow, that would be lovely.
Yeah,
So,
don't die with your knowledge. Don't die with your experience. Share.
Yeah, share and live the passion, huh?
Right. Leave a legacy.
Indeed, yeah. So, Chef Zam, thank you so much for your time. And once again, we would share, the joy of celebrating Mid-Autumn Festival together, Hong Kong and Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah, I've got 2 boxes of mooncake which I'm gonna attack after this. I love mooncake. Truly, I love mooncakes. I love mooncakes.
Oh, that's lovely. So,
but mooncake is very fattening though.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. So on that delicious note, we will finish this interview. So let me wish you most happy Mid-Autumn Festival, and together we would celebrate this wonderful festival with our global audience right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much to you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much to your global audience for listening to us. And hopefully one day we will be able to do something great. And of course, I would love to meet you in Hong Kong first.
Yeah, definitely. And I would love to see you in Malaysia.
Yes, okay. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great
Thank you, Chef Sam. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.